Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good morning from London, England. I do apologise for being 4 minutes late. This is your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping, otherwise short for Dele London Gunner, space, Romeo Echo Papa Papa Indigo November. And yes, welcome to another matchday preview involving Arsenal and their away trip to Brentford. Yes, it's Brentford v Arsenal tomorrow afternoon, midday kickoff. And for me, that's been moved earlier due to the situation involving Queen Elizabeth II, who's passed away over a week ago. So I'm going to be giving you my starting 11 that I will go with, my 9 substitution bench, and the formation I'm going to go with. And if you've got us, well, all I need to say is it's another matchday preview of Brentford v Arsenal, and last season's game, poor performance overall. We did have our opportunities. If we had taken one of them, maybe the complex of the game would have changed, but Brentford were valued. They were the better team and they were valued for the 3 points. We were unprepared. We looked lackluster. We looked 5 weeks behind everybody else last season compared to this season. If you look at last season, the first 3 league games, minus 9 goals, no points on the board. But looking at this season, I'll say we're about 6 points better off now, minus the defeat to Scunchester United. Oh no, it wasn't a good. We lost that game. Although in all competition, we can look at the Zurich game we've won, even though we should have possibly won it by 2, maybe 3 clear goals. But against Brentford last season, we had troubles dealing with Ivan Toney. I think he out jumped and out bullied Ben White on his Arsenal debut. It was a debut for him to forget. Nightmare for Bird Leno, who's the Fulham goalkeeper nowadays. It was not ideal. It was not an ideal way to start the campaign. Brentford were up for it. They were obviously more driven, more motivated to get the 3 points. And well done to Brentford that day. Tomorrow, it's a whole new different ball game. But make no mistake, Brentford at the community stadium, at their ground, they're going to be a difficult team to play against. Ivan Toney, who has recently won an England call-up, and rightfully so. He's earned an England call-up, should I say, and deservedly so. Mbumo, tricky French striker. You got midfielders there. I can't remember some of these players. Rico Henry, their left back. Good all-round, proven professional Premier League footballing left back. Right back in Hickey, who we tried to sign, but we lost that to Brentford. Remember that. Good goalkeeper in David Raya, can play out from the back. That's what attracted Arsenal to him most, and that's why Arsenal did put in the bid for him, I think. Around the midfield areas, they've got a lot of battlers. Well, in particular, I think Norsgaard. I think one of their midfielders scored in this fixture last season, so you know they have good memories of our fixture against Brentford at the Community Stadium. However, we're going to go in there with a different mindset, different approach. The difference between this Arsenal and last season's Arsenal at Brentford is this season's Arsenal are capable of scoring on goals at any time, and they don't know when they're beaten. But nevertheless, we move on as we do. That was last season, of course. We want to learn from last season's mistakes and rectify them when we go to the community stadium this time. And I'm going to be picking a team that I would go with to rectify the mistakes from last season. So it's a 4-2-3-1 formation I'm going for. And starting off with the goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale. He will play between the sticks. You know, he's the number one goalkeeper. He outshone Bird Leno at the time. Well, as he made his debut in the Norwich game last season at home. And I feel that he will continue to grow. So, Ramsdale in goal. My only criticism is the thing about him and the near post. So he's going to have to be at his most solid, and I do trust him. So Aaron Ramsdale in goal. The back four. If Ben White is fit, then I will continue with Ben White. Although I could continue with Ben White, but he plays as a centre half because I'm looking at Gabriel dos Santos Miguel's performance, and these silly mistakes are creeping into his game, and he needs to cut that out. However, if Ben White is fit, I would go with him, or do I go with Tomiyasu? I'm going to go with Benjamin White. But then again, he could go with Tomiyasu. And either way, I'll be happy. But I'm going to go with Ben White to continue at right back. He's grown into that position. Even though he's a centre-half by trade, we get that. He's performed well in that position. He's learning that position well. And he offers Saka support from an offensive point of view, as well as Saka offers him support from a defensive point of view. But then again, that partnership there, I want that to continue. So Ben White at right back. My two centre-half pairings now. I'm going to continue with, of course, William Saliba. Top quality young centre-half. Quick. He's athletically quick, should I say, strong in the air, and reads the game well, and very composed with the football at his feet. Alongside him is the man that I have just hinted a bit of criticism at, and that's Gabriel dos Santos Miguelis. Now, for me, he's got to know when to step out of from a defensive position, or not to step out of the defensive position. Against Man United, he cost us, if not two, maybe three of the goals. But I can't be too critical of him because he has done well in the last two seasons. He's been our best performing centre half. Excuse me. Why am I yawning at this time of the morning? But I'm going to go with Gabriel dos Santos Miguelis. Left back, due to the injuries to Zinchenko, I'm going to go with Kieran Tierney to continue at left back. I don't think he started this fixture last season, and if he did, he wasn't yeah, I think he started his fixture last season, and he wasn't the most outstanding of performers. So that was then. If the truth be told, he's got to really put in a really above average performance for tomorrow. So I'm going to go with Kieran Tierney. That's my back four sorted. Defensively, yeah, he's been solid of recent times, even from the business in the last season. He showed his solidarity defensively, and offensively, I hope he gets back to his end product where he was putting in superb crosses in, whether low, whether high. So Kieran Tierney starts. My two in the pivot in the midfield, who are going to be sitting in front of the defence. Albert and Boyo Sambi Lokonga. He will sit in front of the defensive four. For me, he's done all right. I mean, on the ball, he is likely to always look for a forward pass. He's very forward thinking, direct with a pass, and he can operate as a number 6, even though I feel that he's a number 8. The guy that I will depend on as a number 6, although he's not the most mobile of midfielders that we've got, is Granit Xhaka. Overall, he has performed well this season, and long may he continue. With Xhaka, if he's got the ball over his feet nowadays, it's because he's taking responsibility. And while he's taking responsibility, he always seems to go for a forward pass, even if he knows that he risks giving the ball away. He's thinking is forward. Can I get the ball forward as quick as possible? And he's doing that a lot better than previous years. So I'm going to go with Granit Xhaka. Right, the 3 in front of those 2, the attacking 3. I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka. I think the last couple of games, he hasn't been too bad. I think he's been all right, in the last couple of games. Even against Manchester United, I feel that he contributed by taking on Valencia, getting the better of him while in that period of play where we were outplaying Man United. And he took his goal well. So I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka. In the middle, I'm going to stick with Martin Odegaard. There's no reason for me to play Fabio Vieira in that position as such. I feel that Odegaard has been brilliantly scintillating this season. His link-up play with Saka, with Martinelli, with Jesus, brilliant to see. And as a captain, you can see that he's starting to grow into that responsibility. So Martin Odegaard, he starts. On the wing, I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli. 3 league goals this season, running at right backs directly and causing all sorts of problems. And if we can get him on the ball as quick as possible, I think there's a right back for him to attack and get the better off. So we go with Gabriel Martinelli. And the other Gabriel, the lone striker, the guy who has question marks over why he's not in the Brazilian squad for whatever reason. Anyway, Gabriel Jesus. I mean, he's come to score goals for us, which he is doing. And long may his good form continue. He has been brilliant. Even in games that he hasn't scored, he has been absolutely outstanding in his performances. In the game at Old Trafford, he showed us how well he can out battle and roll over Varane, a Champions League and World Cup winner, and have Lisandro Martinez. And I don't think them two will come up against a striker in Jesus a lot this season. So it's a job for the 2 centre-halves of Brentford to keep him quiet. But I feel that it could be a very long afternoon. I hope it is for them. Anyway, Gabriel Jesus. Right, my substitution bench. Matt Turner. Now, he had a moment where he was shaky, but I don't think he put a foot wrong. If anything, that back pass by Gabriel Magalhaes was so awkward, it made him clear it on his weaker foot for a throw-in. He had to do it. But other than that, his handling seems to be fine. He comes for crosses, which he expects a good goalkeeper to do. And I feel that he doesn't cause the defenders in front of him to panic when he has the ball at his feet. So I feel that he will definitely or may possibly get an opportunity in goal in the Premier League game. Only time will tell. Right. Substitute number 2, Takahiro Tomiyasu. Now, I want to start him in this game. I really do like him. I think he can still be one of the best right backs in Europe, maybe in the world, in his position. That's how highly I rate the guy. However, because of Ben White's performances and his overall performances, I'm going to stick with Benjamin White in that area. But Takahiro Tomiyasu will be pushing Ben White to get that right spot off him. Substitute number 3. let me go with Rob Holding. Now, again, in a back four when he's in the middle of it, I just don't think he's got the athleticism to cope with attacking players with a little bit of pace. That's where he seems to struggle. Great in the air, or I'll say he's one of the best in the air that I can think of, but not so good on the ground when he's being run at directly. So I'm still going to have him on the bench. But mind you, he can play the back three well, so he's an option. Cedric Suarez, now he's another option at right back. He can also fill in at left back. But for me, there is no balance in his game in that position. So at right back, again, he will do his utmost to support Saka from an offensive point of view. But defensively, his concentration level seems to desert him, and that's where we seem to get found out in that area. But he'll still be on my bench. Substitute number 4. This is a difficult one. No Zinchenko. I've picked Tomiyasu. I've picked Holdings, Suarez. Substitute number 5, sorry. Midfield area. Oh, this is where we really are short. No. I'm going to go with the man who's been training again this week. I'm going to go with Thomas Partey. He can operate, he can operate as a number 6 easily. And for me, performs so well, especially with the ball at his feet. And his interception as well, and reading of the game in that midfield area. For me, it's a welcome back delight to have Thomas Partey beyond touching distance of the squad. So yeah, Thomas Partey on the bench. Substitute number 6, Emile Smith-Rowe. He's a good option to bring off from the bench. I feel that he deserves an opportunity to be in the first team. Maybe he will get into the first team at some point. But for me, from what I am seeing, I think this team is good enough to continue the run. And unless anything happens, then on further notice, this is the team that I'm going to go with, that I've picked. So Smith-Rowe's on the bench. Substitute number 7, Fabio Vieira. Very silky on the ball. Good trusted left foot. And for me, he can fight. He can find the pass and he can get assists as well. So I'm going to stick with Fabio Vieira. That's substitute number 7. Substitute number 8, Marquinhos. What an impressive debut against FC Zurich. A goal on his debut, and you can see how much it meant to him. That's why you see the emotion when he scored his very first goal for Arsenal. However, he's got an assist on him, and he assisted Eddie Nketiah for our winning goal. And the guy is direct as well. So I'll go with Marquinhos. Substitute number 9, last but not least, Eddie Nketiah. He's come on and he's been more than lively. He's been looking to score goals. He runs at defenders directly, and his work rate is second to none. And I will have him in my team. Well, I will have him on my bench. So he's the only striker that I can think of. Until then, that's the strongest starting 11 and substitution bench I can have. Guys at home, if you're watching, do you agree with my starting 11 and the subs bench and my formation? If you've got your own version of the starting 11 and the subs bench, yeah, again, leave it in the chat. And also, share this channel amongst your friends and your relatives, share this channel virally all over the globe amongst your friends and your relatives. And if you're watching for the first time, welcome on board. But share this channel amongst your friends and your relatives, please. And tell them to share it amongst their friends and relatives. Thank you. Smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah, if you're enjoying this content. And do subscribe to the channel, yeah. Smash that sub button left, right, and centre gloriously but passionately. And like I've said, I'm going for 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, beginning of the new year. get subscribing. And remember, if you do subscribe, I'll shout you out, yeah? I normally say that bit at the beginning. Anyway, it's all done. And speaking of done, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Saving the best to last, as I always do. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I'll be here again, hopefully later on today, maybe this evening, because this afternoon I'll be out elsewhere. But I'll be here hopefully this evening. Until then, remember, always look after your friends, look after your families, do look after yourselves, which is important. Peace, love, and bless again. And from DLG Repping, I say we're going to talk again for definite. All that is left for me to say is like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please always remember, just be nice.